Hello everyone, this is Aaron Burton with Unconventional Oil and Gas Training. Thank you for joining me today. In today's module, we'll be looking at new frac plug technology. Before we get started, if you're enjoying the video blog, and you're finding it useful, I do encourage you to go to uogtraining.com. That way you can sign up for email communications. You can get an email in your inbox letting you know when new video modules are released, and you can also catch up on any previous blogs that you might have missed. Also, if you're not familiar with the plug-and-perf method, I do recommend you go to the website first, go to the blog tab, and review a 5-minute overview of plug-and-perf. The first technology we'll look at has been out for several years now, and it's the large bore frac plug. Overall, it's the same exact functionality as a ball isolated composite frac plug. It's just designed a little bit differently. So you've got your plug set in your casing. You can flow through the plug. You drop the ball in to isolate. When it lands on seat, that provides your isolation. It diverts your frac into the perforations above it. And once you finish your frac job, over time, the wellbore fluids will disintegrate that ball. And this large bore plug is designed with a large enough diameter that you actually leave it in the wellbore and produce through it without having a huge hindrance on your production. It is made from a more permanent design standpoint, so it technically is possible to remove from the wellbore, but it can be very difficult and time consuming to do so. The next one we'll look at is the disintegrating frac plug. Now this is a frac plug, once again it's the exact same functionality as a composite frac plug, but the entire plug is made of disintegrating material. You set your plug, you can pump down through it, you drop your ball to provide isolation. Once it lands on seat, you have isolation that will allow you to fracture above it. And then once you're done, over time, both the ball and the frac plug will disintegrate and remove itself from the wellbore, leaving you a full diameter. Another alternative are the disintegrating ball seats. So these are wireline installed ball seats that are made of disintegrating material. And in this, on the screen here, you can see this is our Locator sub. It's got a profile in it that's unique to these ball seats. So you pump your wireline assembly down in the wellbore. Once you get to the intended Locator sub, you use a wireline electric signal to activate the ball seat. It expands out, and once it's expanded out, then you land it in that Locator sub, and you release from it, and then you can pull up hole to do your perforating and the rest of your wireline operations. Now if we look at a cutout of this, you can see it's just simply a ball seat. So once you finish your wireline operations, you're ready to begin fracturing. You pump through the ball seat, you drop a ball in the system, and it acts just like a ball isolated plug. It isolates from below, and you can perform your frac job above it. Once the frac job is finished, over time, the wellbore fluids will disintegrate the ball seat and the ball from the wellbore. Another option, this one's a newer one I came across recently, are ball seats with collet locators. So these also rely on locator subs in the wellbore, as you can see one right here. Now as you're pumping this down, you've got a couple of unique things on this assembly. First off, you've got your collet on the ball seat, and as you can see in this particular locator sub, the collet profiles do not match. The collet is too large for that collet profile, so it will not snap into place on this particular locator sub, and you continue pumping it down the wellbore. Now as you continue pumping, it will come across its matching profile. So once it comes into that, it snaps into place. And once you've done that, you send electric signals through your wireline, it releases from the plug, and then you can pull your wireline up hole to perform your perforation and then pull out of hole. Now if we look at a cutout here, there's just a ball seat in it. So once again, it acts the exact same as a ball isolated plug. You pump through it, you drop a ball down, it isolates, and then you can begin your frac job above that. Now the ball is disintegrating, so over time, the ball disintegrates from the wellbore. And these ball seats are large diameter, so you can leave them in the wellbore to be produced through. But these are also retrievable as well. So if you want to retrieve it, you run in with your coil tubing tool, run it just past your ball seat, activate it, and you can see the diameter expands, and then you apply pulling force from the coil tubing, and you can pull these collets out of the well bore. Now, any of these systems you can use throughout the entire well bore and make a complete well of them, but a lot of times you'll see operators using it as a hybrid system, partially for savings, cost saving purposes. So what they'll do is within the safe operating range of coiled tubing, they'll run their traditional composite plugs, and then outside the safe range of coiled tubing, they'll run either a disintegrating or a large bore alternative. And what that allows them to do is it allows them to do multi-stage plug and perf in longer laterals, because they can do their entire job. They can go in, they mill out their composite plugs within the safe operating range of coiled tubing, and then at the toe where they can't reach with coiled tubing, they either produce through the larger diameter or the components disintegrate. Once again, this is Aaron Burton with Unconventional Oil and Gas Training. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, please feel free to write it in the comments below or reach out to me in any of the ways here on the screen. Thank you. Have a good day.